Mina Aissatou Sise, and today the camera they Wellington Street concerning a press conference where the NRM call.
Good morning, all of us. The agenda for this program today is a very short one. Let me just read through the agenda. We have opening prayer, which is going to be done individually. We have the chairman's opening remarks, which is going to be done by me. Presentation of press statements. That one will be done by Malik Shabazz, and response from the media and questions and closing prayer. This is our program for today. So let us start. As time is not in our favor, we start with the opening prayer. Let us do it individually. Amen. Amen. Good morning once more. As the chairman of this occasion, I want to welcome you all in our midst. And the purpose of this press conference is to brief the Fourth Estate, because the Fourth Estate is a very, very important partner in this democratization process. So we want to get them informed, let them relay the message to the people out there about the things that have been happening in the APC. We know for quite too long the NRM has been in this fight for a very long time, and we have been making progress. The status quo is also there, of which it is normal in a democracy. You must have parties. So there are issues that we are not comfortable with the status quo, and the status quo also have their own issues that they are contending with us. We want the reforms badly, and these reforms, we've been fighting for them tooth and nail, and we've come to this point. All of us know the current situation of the crisis within the APC. I must say, we have a crisis that is no secret, and we must overcome it if we want to march into State House. So this is our message. As a chairman, we are calling all of you here to come and listen to this message, the press statement. And these statements, we are urging you to take it all over the corners of Sierra Leone. Broadcast it on the radios and television. Print it on your newspapers. Make sure that you disseminate it on the social media, because the media is a very powerful tool. The media is very, very important in democracy. Without the media, we'll find it very difficult to enjoy democracy. So, as a chairman, I am urging you once more, let us take this message out. Take this message out to the people. Take it to the status quo. Take it to whosoever that is interested in the politics of Sierra Leone, whosoever that is interested in the politics of the APC. This fight we are fighting, it is not for us. It is not for any other person. It is for the grassroots. We want the grassroots to have a say in the politics of this country. People have fought so much. People have committed their time, their resources, their everything. But at the end of the day, we are not seeing them benefiting much. We only have a few cabal. This cabal is what is benefiting in the politics of the APC. We want that to stop. This is the 21st century. So if we are here, this is our call, this is our message. As a chairman, I will end my message there, my opening remarks there, and call on Malik Shabazz to come and read the press statement, which is what we are here for today. I thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Press statements on the state of affairs in the All People's Congress Party, delivered on the 11th June 2021. Dear pressers, following the court ruling on the 19th April 2021, the All People's Congress Party, which serves as the third defendant and that of the Political Party Registration Commission, the PPRC, as fourth defendant in the ongoing matter between Alfred Peter Conte and Ernest Bai Koroma and others, we are mandated by the court to proceed with two activities of calling for a delegates conference to elect members and to adopt the party's current draft constitution. The ruling grants the party as third defendant to conduct the two activities and asks the PPRC as fourth defendant to supervise the activities. This plea, which was granted by the court, was made by the lawyers representing the first and second defendants, to which the same lawyers applied against and was rejected by the court on the 28th May 2021. In his wisdom, the Honorable Adrian Fisher J. granted the plea made by the defendants on the reason that the defendant claimed the party is losing pace and time is not in the favor of the party to prepare for the forthcoming 2022-2023 elections. After the said appeal to grant the defendant a stay of execution or a leave of appeal was rejected, members of the APC who are keen to see the party back to normalcy had been holding meetings and discussions with moral guarantors who also double as first-generation members of the party to strike the balance of forming an interim body that will oversee the mandates given by the court for a specific period of 56 days. In the foregoing, there had been several meetings with stakeholders of the party, and a list of elders' council has been developed from the meetings. These desired members from the elders' council will be overseeing the two activities that the court has granted the party to undertake under the supervision of the Political Party Registration Commission. In that regard, letters have been sent to the commissioners of the PPRC and the commissioner of the National Electoral Commission. These letters specifically asked the fourth defendant, which is the PPRC, for a guideline that will help the party in holding the two activities mandated by the court successfully under the PPRC's supervision. As we await swift response from the PPRC, we want to let the public aware that a list of senior members of the party have been developed that will form part of the interim body, and this body will be charged with the responsibility to call for a delegates conference to elect members that will adopt the party's newly drafted constitution. The Council of Elders and stakeholders held several meetings before writing to the PPRC. We are forming a broad-based interim executive to govern the affairs of the APC party as ordered by the High Court of Sierra Leone through His Lordship, the Honorable Adrian Fisher, in the court order of 19th April 2021. The composition of the interim will gear towards fostering peace and national unity with the sole purpose of legitimately democratizing the APC party. This viable option to move the APC party forward is to encompass the intended diversity and inclusion of the APC party. We have held several meetings and consultation with those that are available. It is evident now from the last ruling of the court that the current de facto executive of the party have been barred from the two activities mandated by the court. And as a party, we see this as a great opportunity to restructure our party and get it up and running for the 2022-2023 elections. We want to make it known to one and all that the party has not been taken to court because of the individual character of those that were leading us, but because of the constitutional violations of the provisions set forth in our party's 5th December 1995 constitution. The lawsuit is about the legality of the current executive, and if not addressed, it has the tendency of holding us back. And as true loving members of the APC, we want to avoid anything that will lead to another loss in 2023. Therefore, this issue of legality could not be ignored. It has been 16 years since the party last had elections to elect leaders across the country. People have been holding on to critical positions that are germane to the livelihood of the party illegally all in the name of a selection clause that we are only incorporated into the temporary 1995 Constitution for emergencies. As law-abiding citizens, we have sought redress in the courts because we believe that it's the right place where justice can be served. We know our grassroots people have been misled and infiltrated with lots of lies against some of us who sought redress in the courts. But we want to let them know the fact that our quest to changing the narratives of the party will serve in the best interest of all. We want to see an APC with level playing field for all concerned members and supporters. We are in a democratic state, and every other organ within Sierra Leone must follow the tenet of our democratic ideals. Our party's constitution must dovetail the ideals of our national constitution, the very reason we have stood up against the selection clause in our constitution. In conclusion, we want to let our grassroots people be rest assured that we are going to change the narratives of choosing freeism and the new trend of sending thugs or mamikosas against other comrades because they hold different view against the status quo. Our party philosophy was rooted on the ideals of socialism, and as social democrats, we will do everything in our powers to restore peaceful atmosphere in the everyday running of the party. The dawn of a new era is here. Having said that, in this list, we have a total of 55 senior members of the APC party, whom we have held consultation meetings with and who are ready to be part of the current interim body that will be set up to take the party to the two activities that have been ordered by the courts. And as I read through, the names here are Dr. Abdullahi O. Konse, Mr. M.L. Bangura, Haja Mabinti Koroma of the late S.I. Koroma, Mr. J.E. Livers, Alhaji Cherno Maju, Dr. Wahab Labi, Dr. Django Stevens, Mr. D.F. Shears, Chris Moscole, Honorable S.B.B. Dumbuya, Edward M. Toure, John Yambasu, Winstanley B. Johnson, Honorable Manibet Pridi, Madam Naba Kamara, Honorable Manley Spain, Mr. Victor Spain, Honorable Emma Clay Simbo, Alhaji M.A. Sise, Honorable Dauda S. Kamara, Honorable Ibrahim Sori, Mr. Abubakar Jallo, Honorable Abdul Karim Koroma, in bracket AKK, Honorable Musu Kande, Honorable Philipsin Kamara, Honorable Wusumunu, Haja Afsatu Kaba, Mr. Whitey Sise, Kanu of former head of Slicon, Honorable Harold Hensuls, Honorable Captain Abdul Rahman Kamara, Raymond Kabia, Iti Kamara, Patrick Ojongu, Mayor Herbert George Williams, Mayor Jibril Kanu, Mayor Bodie Gibson, Honorable Almami G. Kagbo, Honorable Victor Saidu Kamara, former Vice President Mr. Victor Bokari Fo, Victor Sengu, Haja Hawa Kaloko, Aisata Tamu, Honorable Leonard Fofana, Victor Duarte, and Marian Kanu. Thank you very much. Okay, sorry. Honorable Robin Fale, Maya Kaikai, Lamin Vongo Gobe, Aliba Augustine Kotu, Adamasi Kalon, Charles Rogers, Yaba Bangura, Mr. S.B. Dean. So we want to thank you very much. This is the press statement from us, the APC Reformation Movement, as we are sending you this message that this is currently what will be happening in the next week to come regarding the APC party and that of our movement. Thank you very much.
We thank Malik Shabazz very much for reading the press statement for us. I am the Deputy Publicity Secretary of the NRM, Mohamed Ali Mansari. It is now time for us to respond, to have a response from the media on this press statement. Yes, sir, Mr. Dumbia.
Yeah, my name is Dumbia, and I write for Exclusive News. Thank you very much for your efforts.
Share it with them.
The names that you have highlighted here, are these people actually, did they consent to actually champion this cause? And my problem here is Victor Foe that you mentioned here. If my memory could serve me well, has widely said that he's actually giving his back a little bit from politics, especially the APC politics. Did he consent to be part of this particular arrangement? If yes, okay, let me stop here. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, thank you. As a response to your questions, if we had engaged with these 50, we held series of engagements with APC stakeholders. These are founding members of the party who have contributed immensely in the party when nobody wanted to associate him or herself with the party just after the NPRC. These were the people who stood firm, and thank God we were able to see them alive. We've had discussions with them on several occasions. We come up with this list not to say they are going to form the entry body, but we are going to have 11, 15, 17, or 21 members from this list to form the interim body. Not all of them. But the reality here is we are to have moral guarantors who will arbitrate, because as it is now, the current status quo cannot provide sanity in the party. So these people will not sit by and see this party goes to the gutter. So they are willing and ready, any of them who is called upon to form that 11-man list or 17 or 21-man list to set up the interim body. They are willing to come and serve. Your next question was, you raised concern about the former VP, Victor Bokari Foh. Well, Victor Bokari Foh, if I could understand him better, has said he is going to step aside from active politics. I did not put a time frame. It could be that it must have been for 3 years now, he wanted to come back. But we need people to come and serve as interim executive. If Victor Bokari Foh is not willing to serve in that executive, there are other members. That is why the list is up to 50. We only need 11, 15, 17, or 21 members. Thank you, sir.
So you were not yet actually engaged them as to whether they will be part of this?
This is put to their knowledge that we are engaging you. The court has ruled this far. We are going to form an interim body, and you are the moral guarantors of this party. So we are going to need you to serve in that interim arrangement.
So they consented?
A good number of them have consented.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
So, any other question? Any other question?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
According to the possible, you are in charge to select these people to sign something or going to the form the new body or the NRM, which of two?
All right. Okay.
The court has passed the verdict. And the fourth defendant, if you go through the press statement, the fourth defendant, which is the PPRC, should be there to arbitrate in all of this. Is that okay, sir?
So, what I want to clear is, you understand, these 50 plus members that you elected here,
Yeah.
how do you come out to select these people? The courts grant you permission to select this interim body, or as members of an NRM, you thought about to select these people? I just want clarity as well.
These people, we did not select them. These are APC members. These are people who have been in the APC since Adam was a boy. They have been there. So, with the help of other senior APC people, we were able to identify them and had a meeting with them, updating them, and all of these people, they are not happy with the way and manner in which the party is going. Is that clear? And the party, let me learn, the current executive hasn't got any business in the arrangement of the interim body. These people are illegal, and the court has established that, and they have put them aside. Yes.
So just clarify, yeah. As per the 19th April ruling, it is very clear that the third defendant, and the third defendant is the APC party, supervised by the PPRC, will come up to set up a body that will take the party to these two activities. So in a sense, these members here are members of the third defendant, which is the APC party. Yeah. So from these members, we've held meetings with them. Yeah. So they are now coming on board to see how best we can set up a team. You know, we have been setting up interim body, taking us to conventions or elections. Even in before Anes was coming as the chairman and leader, it was an interim body that took us to the convention by then. So it is just the same thing. But for this one, the difference there is because Anes and Yansane and the rest of the executive, they are questionable. They have question mark regarding their legality presently as to whether those positions they are manning, they are legal to hold those positions currently or not. The court has to set them aside and allow the third party, the third defendant, which is the APC, to step in to set up a body that will organize these two activities. So that is why you're hearing these names from the list.
Okay, I have some things to clarify. This press release is not signed by anybody and does not have a logo.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it might be because of the workshop on all of those things, but of course, from the notice I sent to all of you, you saw there's joint press conference, all reformers, ARM, NRM. So to it, that means the press statement you are holding is coming from this particular party. Yeah. It is just that we do not.
Who sign it? Who sign it?
We'll sign it.
Who sign it before you go?
We did not include the name here, the person that printed it, but it is coming from the APC Reformation Movement and that of the National Reformation Movement. Yes.
So you have to actually clarify.
Noted, sir.
Yeah. It should be.
So any other question? Any other?
So after this selection of these 55 people, what's next for NRM and ARM?
Well, moving forward, now we shall be having other subsequent meetings, which we are going to agree on those that will be on the interim. In a sense, you know, when there's a case in court, the plaintiff and that of the defendant, it is between them. But because now the judge has prevented the defendant from not taking part into this particular activity, it is now between the plaintiff and that of the third party, which is the APC, not with the second and third first defendants, but now with the third and fourth defendants. So this body, this third defendant, fourth defendant, the PPRC, and that of the plaintiff, we are now going to sit back, set up this particular body. Then after setting up the body, we'll be announcing dates as to having the emergency delegates conference and that of the adoption of the constitution. Because we need to first have members who are legal to go and adopt the constitution. Because the argument is, these people who are currently occupying this position, their term limits in office has expired. They renewed it for themselves without any elections. So that makes them illegal. The argument currently is that. So because of that, we cannot have these people to adopt a legal document. That is why we need to have a fresh convention where we will have people being elected into these positions. They will now proceed to adopt the constitution. Are you okay, sir? All right.
Most of our supporters, we used to say they are gullible, that people who quick to just, you go watch this man, you just like a number for no good reason, without asking him, waiting this possible for you. So that is why we are doing all of this, engaging them on media, educating them, telling them what and what are supposed to happen within the APC party, and why are we doing this. And also this press conference today is part of that, part of what we are doing to see how best we can send the message out there to the people. Let them understand that we are not here to fight ourselves as APC. We are here to ensure that the right things be done in the party as APC. Imagine you have a constitution, a national constitution, which clearly speaks volume of democracy, in a sense that people must elect you. You must not just appoint or select yourself. And then, in that particular constitution, the 1991 constitution, which is the supreme law, it is clearly stated that under sections 171, subsections 15, that every other law that binds this country or governs this country must work in accordance, in tandem with that of what the constitution is saying. So, looking at the 1995 constitution right now, with the many selection clause or appointments or all of those things, that is not in our constitution, which is the 1991 constitution, the national constitution, then we deem it fit that, okay, you know what, we need to erase some of these things that are not democratic, and let's bring in the democratic principle into the constitution. So, in all of those, in all of these we've been doing, yeah, it is for us to educate the people well, so that they could understand, because we know a lot of them have been misled. Like I said in the press conference, a lot of them have been misled. People are saying, these guys are SLPP, they are sent by SLPP. No, SLPP do not need to send people to destroy APC. They are in power. They have all it takes to destroy the APC. We have been members of the APC. I have served in the Students' Union government of APC. When I was in college reading my first degree, I served as the coordinator for FBC NOAS. I served as the public relations officer for FBC NOAS, and served as the deputy public relations officer for NOAS National. So it is not only now that people are now castigating us that we are enemies, we are members of SLPP and all of those things. So the long and short of it all, we are engaging the people on a daily basis, educating them on what is happening and why we want to do some of these things. Thank you.
Are there any other strategies to educate people that the APC don't have any infights? Because these ways of educating them, no one seems to have it. They are still saying APC have infights. The NRM and the current executive are fighting. And the NRM are most of them are self-dependent. So I think there should be another strategy of educating the people that the NRM and the executive are still APC, not SNP.
No, well, the strategies are coming. That is why we want to have an interim body set up. Yeah? Because when we have this body set up, our next step will send a clear result that no, we are not fighting ourselves. We are only fighting to see the right things be done. And when we may have completed that, then people will now understand that it is not about Malik Shabazz and that of Anes Koroma. It was all about APC. Yeah? So we are doing what we are able to do to ensure that we get these people to understand. We cannot change them in just a day. It is the APC people, it is only the courts now that will explain to us clearly whether they have rights. If someone has violated a particular rule or regulation, that the court can come in. Mind you, we are voting the president, but when seen as a tool, let it be like a power to the people. Of course, you are seeing us here today in just small number. You know, when we started this particular thing, people were like, come on, you won't be able, these people, you are the minority, you don't have money, you don't this, you don't that. But we have reached this level. That is to tell you, sometimes it is not about your money, or it is not about how many people you have behind. It is about consistency. It is about what you can do. It is about what you believe in. So we have given you this today. Let it serve as a power to the people. We want the people of this nation. It is not just about policy, but we want the people of this nation to understand that the political landscape in this country must encourage every other person, whether you are a rich person, you are poor, you are the dreg man or the Abacha people. Let everybody be given the opportunity to partake into whatever thing. And that is the APC we have used to, and that is the APC we want to see. Mind you, the name is All People's Congress. It is not some People's Congress. So we want to see an APC of all people. We are people with common board. They have their rights to vie in for whatever position without questioning them. So take this message out there to the people. Let them use it as a power to empower themselves. We want to thank you all for coming again once more.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name and who that you be?
Mina Mohamed Ali Mansari, commonly called Medmans, the Deputy PRO NRM.
Okay, we see today a press. We see the NRM come and give a press statement. I go want to know why NRM decide for pull a press statement.
Well, this is a press conference where we get with the reformers, the NRM, the ARM, for we update with people, the 40 states, we na the channel where we use for communicate to the grassroots people.
So, and I go want to know because during the term first way, the NRM be take the party to court and on be raise up some issues. Them who say na the reason we make on be take the party to court, and also this statement again they talk about some issues them we make on decide for call a press conference and also on give out press statement. I go want to know actually waiting are some of the issue there as we up to now on not feel satisfied of.
Well, initially we get with prayers then where we be go with na court. During them sending day we able for get an engagement with the party, let them see how we were able for resolve the matter. Then call we na Makeni and we go sign an MOU na Makeni. Having signed that MOU, we not able to get the MOU implemented until we the deputy chairman at the NRM, when Alfred Peter Conte filed another lawsuit, we in prayers that we ask for now one day we border around the legitimacy of the current executive. We na the matter currently in the courts and Justice Andrian Fisher na the judge where they handle that matter. Where the matter don't go far, it reach a point where the current executive, the legal team, ask the courts for let they allow the third defendant for let it go ahead and implement some of in programs then, because na election calendar, na political party, the more they get injuncted, then go get disadvantage with regards them political activities. So among the things and where the status quo, the current executive be asked for, and for let them allow them, for let them go ahead and adopt the new draft constitution, for let them all conventions where then go able for elect members in elective positions them. As God will have it, and the official when the judge grants we that. But the only difference now that the current chairman and leader and that of the current secretary general for stay aside, not for take part in that process. So Nayanda we there currently.
And since the matter still in a court, and now we see also una come with 50 names, them saying then get for be part of that the interim body than the way it get for going to the constitution and convention. So why una not wait after where the issue done na court before una come up with their names there?
Well, politics, any activity get timing. You not get for wait for let the time beats you. You for always they prepare beforehand. So as a result of that, I make the third defendant when at the APC, we try as best as possible for let we come in contact with their members here. And their members here and members them we be done at the party for a very long time. Some of them now then go re-register this party in 1996 who want to go into multi-party elections. So thank God most of them still there alive, we engage them. And most of them tell we say they're not happy with the way and manner how the party they move currently. So we tell them the current situation and this now the thing and this what we want to do. And the judge don't pass this and this judgment and we want to get that up and running. So well then commit themselves to we say they are ready at any time, then go ready for come up and serve.
And also we know say like in the area of politics, everybody wants to know about a region where it come out. And according to you, where you dey talk right now, say some of them people are so now people are before say them, we don't turn at the party as some of them go into the state for register the party. So what about the one them away be say they not be doing that turning they for register the party? What are the criteria them we wanna look at before wanna come with the inside for let them be interim body?
Well, not that we say they were for be interim. Now, from this list, we dey get the people there we go form the interim body, getting clear, right? For say the criteria what we use, you for be an APC member, and then people here their membership na the APC, the one where nobody know the doubt. When you call the name, you call Mabinsi Kuruma, nobody know go doubt. She was the wife of the former Vice President S.I. Kuruma. You don't go doubt her. Names like Emel Bangura, Posse no go doubt him. Names like Dr. Ablao Conte, somebody no go doubt him because he has served as vice president too in this republic under the APC. He has Palivas, all these names. Now people that we don't in the party for a very, very long time. You don't go doubt them. So you don't mean say you forget this criteria. The most important thing you for be an APC person. And their loyalty to the APC is unquestionable.
So like when I look to any region before when they get them people there, so now look at the region, them way then come out.
When you watch the list, APC now a political party we get a national character. The only political party we get representation right across the country. And when you watch the list, you go discover say people them from all nook and cranny of Sierra Leone. They from the north, the west, the south, the east, all of them now they make up that list.
So when we get foresee the convention for the constitution?
As soon as possible. After this conference, we'll go engage again with the PPRC together with this the people already in this list. We're not the third defendant, and the PPRC go design the roadmap. We'll get some communicated to you back.
Waiting at the word we go out to you don't say so.
Well, I want for encourage with APC people them for let them show restraint. Let them understand, say, this fight, it is not about fighting person for pull and imposition. It is not about the young fighting the old. It is about a fight, a struggle where we want to get equality within the party. We want to get a situation where the APC they understand say this na the 21st century we for be gender sensitive, where we dey get gender inclusiveness, we for be multi-party, we for be conscious say we get people them from all spheres of life where they within the APC. We for also understand say we get the physically challenged people. Then people here also we for give them the opportunity for let them come through the ranks and get positions within the party. Not to just forget people them selected because of them, get people that we very, very influential within the party and then get position. No, we want for let the person where they was placas na of course, where in Peking get interest in politics, let it able for emerge and become somebody within the APC. At the end of the day, I want to make them understand say a winner must emerge. That's now our slogan. And that winner is going to be the APC. 2023, we will definitely march to State House with a united APC. Let everybody swallow in ego. That we come and think about the bigger picture. The bigger picture here is the APC. That we come together and resolve this matter and understand say the bigger fight is the SLPP. That we keep with politics for fights the SLPP. That we not use with politics for fights within we self na the APC. And not the help we. Because by that way, by the time you go to use all your artilleries them so you comrade, when you go facing now na the big battle, for go face for fight the SLPP, you don't get better ammunition again. Now still no money you go get. And that man still gets rocket launcher, he gets RPG for destroy you. So let we understand this, we all are comrades and try for see how we go able for come together and go and fight for win the presidency come 2023. That's my message. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
You have to listen to the press statement where Dengi and also the don't name the fifth man we get for the part of the interim committee for the convention of the constitution. Mina Aissatou Smaisi say until we meet again, I say tata.